What's up guys, Brent Wavelength here. Today we're going tide pooling. I'm here at Clayton Beach. It's a beautiful day out, the birds are out, and so are the little creatures. Check out these barnacles. These are called acorn barnacles. They're freaking huge. And the green picklish looking things, those are anemones. When they're out of the water, they pucker up. But further inside of this tide pool, there's a little pocket of water. And check this out. These are called aggregating anemone. And they're the same anemone as all of those green pickly ones that you'll see around. And actually, a really interesting fact, these are all the same anemone. I mean that literally, these are clones of each other. The clusters are actually just one anemone that splits and then regrows. And that is why you can find them everywhere. And here's an even bigger pool where we can see a better example of them outstretched. And keep your eyes peeled because there's a crab here. I'll give you a second to see if you can spot it. Okay, it's right there. These anemones really are amazing though. They have a symbiotic relationship with algae that grows inside of their tissue. The algae takes in carbon from the atmosphere and turns it into carbohydrates for the anemone to use. Here's a crab I found. I believe it's a Dungeness crab. This one looks pretty young, but they average up to about 10 years in good conditions. These here are chitin. They're mollusks whose shells are made up of 8 articulate plates. Now this was a big tide pool, so there's a lot going on here, but I'll try my best to unpack it. My main focus of this video is to try to get a good look at this hermit crab right here. But there's also a whole lot else going on here. You can see the sea kelp in there, and that's a huge limpet. Limpets are snails with cone-shaped shells. Back to the crab though. Same tide pool, just a little bit more clear footage, but I discovered that there were more than just one hermit crab in there. There were multiple. Yeah, why don't you come out from those rocks, bud? We caught you. 3 of those guys. And honestly, it was a really cool find. It was really fun to record this and look back at it and see what I missed the first time, too. I'm seeing even more hermit crabs than I originally planned. As well as snails. Keep an eye out for snails. Those snail shells are so cool. Now we can get a pretty good look at this guy in the sunlight. Pretty cool. You can see those stripes in the banding. It's beautiful. There's a snail shell up there on that stalk of kelp. Back to the crab though. We can see that there's one on the anemone on the rock at the top. There's also one at the bottom on the floor. There's 2 on the bottom at the floor actually. Look at them crab walk. So silly. Hanging out with the limpets over here. I hung out with these guys for a bit. They were pretty chill. I love looking back at this. It's like a Where's Waldo book. Or the I Spy Tide Pool book. There's definitely one more crab in here that I have seemed to have lost looking back at the footage. But there's definitely a crab in there. Now I'm back looking at this crab. Pretty cool. You go, little rock star. But seriously guys, go follow WWU Low Tide Club on Instagram. They go out and do group trips to look at tide pools, and they're so smart and knowledgeable. It's so helpful to have somebody there who knows what they're looking for and can help you spot cool things. They're having an informal outing this Sunday, May 17th at Fairhaven Marine Park. Be sure to go because this tide is going to be negative 3.3 feet, which is a lot, so there's definitely going to be some really cool stuff. You don't want to miss out. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. He's climbing up the wall. What a sweetie pie. Aw. You go, dude. You rock. Little ladybug find intermission. This is awesome. Tuning back into this guy. Still hanging out on the walls. But also notice the snail shells. The big snail over there. And then the small snails down there. Those are the invasive New Zealand mud snails. This is just a picture of a tide pool, but there's so much going on here. It's so cool. It's so crazy chaotic. So many colors, so many textures. And this here is Musseltown, USA. Take a look at all that. There's also a pretty cool shell in there, and also some anemones up there. Some pretty big barnacles as well. And this right here is shellception. And here we have a chitin and a limpet that was preyed on by an animal. A predator like a snail must have drilled into the shell and ate it. Here's a limpet that I found pretty high up. You can see it's pretty far from the water. It's pretty awesome how far away these guys can get. That about wraps up my trip. Be sure to check out Low Tide Club. May 17th. They're going out and it's going to be awesome. And thank you for watching. This has been Brent Wavelength, signing out.